2022. Does anyone need that one? So what I'll do, anyhow, in the material I have given that link to download the Visual Studio. I have given that link very clearly. You can go to that link and you can download it. Okay, I'll just show it to you guys 1 minute. Fine. So yesterday we have completed the test plans, test cases, test suits, requirement based suits, query based suits, designing of the test plans in our Kanban boards, calling that in our query based suits and all. Workload. Rishikesh, workload is what? How you can install workload? Workloads are nothing but virtual machines. What are you trying to say here? Yeah, this one. So here, if you see, this is the link. Okay, I'm not sure where you are finding this concept, in which page. Okay, Visual Studio Code is asking while installing. Okay, see here, press the control key and hit enter and click on this link. Okay, here the link will get open for you, and here see 2022 community, professional and enterprise. Click on this enterprise 2022 and then it will start getting downloaded in your laptop. Okay, done, completed. Open this one. Okay, and double click on this. Okay, double click on this. It will ask you to start the download, install. So say here install, just click on install. That's it. Then the Visual Studio will get installed. Okay. See what it is saying. Before you get started, we need to set a few things. Say continue. Okay. And then click on install. Okay. Once you click on install, see now here what you have to say. Okay. It's already there in my laptop. Okay. Installed is there, available is there. Okay. So what you have to do, simply you have to say here, for me it will be as launch, because Visual Studio Enterprise 2022 is already there in my laptop, but I have installed it. See, I'll tell you, I have installed Visual Studio 2022 Enterprise Edition. Okay, 2 to 3 times till now, and free trial version I have installed it. I have installed free trial version of Visual Studio 2022 Enterprise Edition 2 to 3 times till now in my laptop. Okay, now it is not allowing me to install free trial version one more time, because it is saying that it's already been done 2 to 3 times for you. Now you have to purchase the Visual Studio 2022. So when you install this, it will be there in your laptop for 3 months. 3 months is more than sufficient for you. Okay, again it will allow you to install one more time or 2 more times, something like this. 2 to 3 times you can install max, then it will not allow you to install, because it is getting stored with your laptop name, with your IP address and all. It is catching with that information and saying that this software, Visual Studio 2022 Enterprise Edition, has been installed multiple times on this laptop. Now it is not allowed. Please go ahead and purchase this software. Don't go and purchase, just work on the free trial only. For me, it is showing here just launch, but for you guys, you will get an option here to install. Just click on that install. There you have to select multiple frameworks. Select the frameworks whatever you want. Okay, like only 2-3 frameworks which are related to Azure. When you see it, you will easily understand, and then click on install. That's it. It will take at least some 2 to 3 hours to get installed. Okay, 2 to 3 hours it will take, okay, to get installed in your laptop. And based upon the frameworks that what you are considering, okay, it will occupy some 20 to 23 GB in your laptop. Okay, fine. So I have shown guys, right? Yes, there are few check marks. So wherever you are finding Azure in the templates, just select that check marks, Khaja. See, it might take 10 minutes, depends upon your laptop configuration, depends upon your laptop memory, how it is. Okay, virtual CPUs, and if it is having 16 GB, 32 GB, 64 GB RAMs laptop, then and you are having SSD hard disk, not HDD, then it will take very less time. But for me, it is taking 2 to 3 hours because my laptop is having 8 GB RAM, okay, which is very normal, and I'm having HDD hard disk as C drive, not SSD. Okay, based upon your laptop configuration, it might take very less time also. Okay, fine. So what I'll do, I'm having a project here, Visual Studio project in my local laptop. See, this project I have created. See, MVC5 app. I'll just delete this one. This is my project that I'm having in my local laptop. Okay, Naresh MVC5 app. What I'll do, I'll just try to push this project completely to my Azure DevOps. Okay, let me open Azure DevOps here, dev.azure.com. Okay, I'll go here to this organization in this project because I'm having permissions here to run the CI/CD pipelines in this project only. Repos, I'll say here a new repo called Naresh MVC5 app. Naresh MVC5 app. Okay, I'm creating a repository. Repo is got created for me. I'll come here to my local laptop where my MVC project is present. Okay, I'll right click, show more options. I'll open a git bash here. Okay, and then I'll say here now, first command git init. Okay, next I'll say what git add. What I'm trying to do, I'm going to add the complete project files, folders, everything in my git repository. Then I'll say here git commit -m. Okay, created a new MVC5 app project for Naresh students. Something I'm giving here. Okay, git commit is done. Then I'll say here git push followed with the repo link. Hit enter. Now what it is going to do, it is going to push the complete project of MVC5 app in my server repo. Okay, here from here. These all demos we have done, guys. Okay, only the project is changed. Only we have changed the project here, this one, that's it. Okay, now if you see here, the complete project got pushed. See, complete project came here. Fine. Now what I'll do, first I'll do the build of this project. Okay, the steps I have mentioned here very nicely. Okay, so you want to create the project. See, this project I'm having ready in my laptop. You want to create the project, then these are the steps that you have to follow. Open Visual Studio from Windows Start. From here, open the Visual Studio. Like this, open the Visual Studio. Okay, then next step, what you have to do, create a new project. Click on create a new project. Then choose here, you will be finding many templates. Here you have to choose ASP.NET Web Application. .NET Framework you have to choose. Then next, fill the project name. Okay, project name, you can give it as MVC5 app. Location, where you want to store in your local. Okay, solution name, project name will be same. Framework, create MVC, uncheck the configure for HTTPS, right side under advanced, and then click on create. Okay, now running this project in our local laptop. Okay, after that, what we are doing, we are just ensuring that all the commands are getting executed. These commands I have executed, right? Just now I have done it, right? Git init, git add, git commit, and then I have done finally git push by using the repository. This is done now. What I'll do, I'll go ahead and I'll do the build. I'll go for the CI. Okay, I'm going for the CI, continuous integration. Continuous integration of this project. Okay, fine. So what I'll do here, okay, now the code or project has been moved from local repo to server repo. Yes, that we are seeing here. See, the project came completely to the server repo. After performing all steps as mentioned above, go to the pipelines, new pipeline, use the classic editor. Okay, so I'll go to the pipelines. I'll say here new pipeline, and I'll say here the classic editor. Okay, pipelines. Okay, new pipeline, and then go to the classic editor. I'm not choosing a repos this time. I'm changing the approach. Okay, last project .NET New MVC that I have deployed, I have built CI, I have done using what Azure repos, and then now here I am choosing the classic editor. Okay, where my project is present, it is present in Azure repository. That's what I have selected. My project name is practice project. This is the repo where my source code is presented, right? Naresh MVC5 app. I am going to trigger it on the master. Click on continue. Then here you have to choose the framework, which framework you want to consider to do the CI for your project. I'm saying here ASP.NET build and test web applications. ASP.NET web applications. Okay, say here apply. This is done. Now it is going to execute these many steps, guys. This is the agent, Microsoft hosted agent, which has designed, which is going to execute this steps in the job. Okay, in order to do the CI for this project, in order to do the continuous integration for this project. Here you are having artifacts also available. Okay, and which is basically nothing but a YAML file. See here, view YAML. If you say here, what it is showing you, see that we have considered pipelines reference as a unified, okay, unidefined variable name. It is a YAML file. Okay, and then steps, what that it is going to deploy, what it is going to do, that is been mentioned here. Okay, I'll just close this one. Okay, I'll say here save and queue, means what, proceed for the build. Okay, .NET project solution for testing. Testing means what? .NET project solution is this one. Okay, this is the .NET project solution, the complete. Okay, see Naresh MVC5 app.sln. This is solution only. Testing means what, Dilip? I didn't get. Testing means what? What is your intention here by saying testing? Okay, so I'll pass the comments here. I'll pass the comments here, something like, performing the build, that is CI for this project for the first time. Okay, fine. And then say here save and run. Now what it will do, it will start the build CI. It will start the CI build for my project. Let us see whether it will get succeeded or not. If this CI is completed, then I can go for CD also. Okay. You want this file. Okay, if you want this file, then you can create this project. The steps are mentioned here very nicely. See, this project, how I have created this project. Okay, Naresh MVC 5 app. These are the steps that I have mentioned here. See, step by step I have given here. Download the Visual Studio, run it in your laptops. After it gets downloaded, open the Visual Studio 2022. Okay, create new project. You have to do all these steps. Okay, you have to do all these steps up to here. Then you will get this project in your local laptops. Okay, fine. Take the fresh one. I don't want you to guys to take mine. Okay, take the fresh one. Fresh project will be super for you. Okay, steps is there, guys. Like a kid, I have written the steps. Trust me. Not even a single click is missed in this material. Okay, fine. Once your project is ready in your local laptop, then you have to open the git bash and then you have to execute these commands one by one. How I have executed now? These all commands you have to execute one by one in order to what? In order to push your project from your local server to local repo to server repo, local server to DevOps servers or DevOps website, DevOps portal, whatever it is. Okay, fine. Yes, this is absolutely production like demo only, guys. That what I am showing here. Okay, now see, super. All jobs, sorry, all steps in the job got executed successfully for this project. See, done, 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 done. All got succeeded one by one without any fail. This is what we have done. CI means if there is any issue, any error, then it would get failed here. Means what? The build is succeeded. Okay. Report build status. All complete build is succeeded without any fail. Now this project is ready to jump into the CD. That is what I have mentioned here. See, steps which get succeeded after the build. Same steps here. See, prepare job, initialize the job, check out, use NuGet, restore, prepare job, check out the job, use NuGet, restore, build solution, test assembly. Okay, publish symbol path, publish artifacts, post job, check out, finalize the job, etc. All these things got succeeded. Super. Fine. If you come here and if you see, this is your build that is been ready with a checkmark success. Okay, it ran for 54 seconds, just 3 minutes before, on 7th April 2023. Fine, this is good. All good. All good. Fine. So what we'll do now? Okay, I'll go for the CD. I'll go for the CD now. Okay, releasing pipeline. Release pipeline, that is a CD. The release pipeline is also known as CD. Here we'll perform release pipeline demo by deploying the code or project or application using Azure virtual machines. Now deploy a VM using Azure portal and log into the VM. Okay. Now this another steps we are going to follow for CD. Until now, these steps, what all we have seen, these all steps from here. Okay, from here. Okay, from here to till here. These steps is for CI. I have not referred these steps because I know it very well. Okay, I am in practice. But for you guys, might be it is needed for 1 or 2 times. After that, you will get used to it like me only. Then from here, it is going to start CD. Here it is, from here it is going to start a CD. That is continuous delivery. Here again, separate steps we are having for CD. Okay, here I have given the steps as well as the theoretical information. Both steps and theoretical information. If it is getting confused, okay, then I have given here exclusively the steps for the CD also. Here, steps plus theoretical information, all. Okay. But if it is confusing you some way, then this is the exclusively steps, only steps that you can go for your CD. Open this one. See, this is your CD steps, continuous delivery. Up to here. Okay, fine. So what it is saying here, provisioning a virtual machine. Okay, step 1, create and deploy a virtual machine in Azure portal. So now as my build is succeeded, my project is ready. It is now ready to get deployed in any of the Azure services. So what I'll do, as per the definition, CD, okay, is the process where we are going to deploy the web application on Azure virtual machines. Okay. So for that, this is the steps that you have to follow. Deploy VM in Azure portal. Okay, so I'll come here to Azure portal now. Okay, I'll say here Azure virtual machine. I'll go ahead. I'll say here Naresh RG. I'll take it as my VM. I'm taking operating system as Windows. I'll say here standard. I'll take the same name. I'll go for the password as this one. Okay, I'm taking the basic port openings. Okay, the rest of the things I'm just leaving it to default and deploying a virtual machine. See the first step. Okay, deploy a virtual machine in Azure portal. Okay, next step, what we'll do, deploy a deployment group, provision a deployment group in Azure DevOps pipeline. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'll go to my pipelines and I'll say here deployment groups. See, I'm going to take this one, deployment groups. Take this one, add a deployment group, or click on new here and say here dev deployment group. Actually, I'm supposed to give the VM name here as dev instead of my VM. So I'm going to show you in this demo. I'm going to show you, okay, in this demo, I'm going to show you how we can deploy our web application, okay, on dev server. Here the dev server is my VM that we have taken. Single stage. Single stage. Okay, next, after single stage, maybe in tomorrow's class, I'm going to show you with multiple stages. Multiple stages means dev server, then UAT server, then production server. How we are deploying the same application in 3 servers at a time or one by one, that we'll see in tomorrow's class. Okay, today we are showing in single stage, and tomorrow we will see in multiple stages. Okay, guys. So let the deployment of the VM gets completed. Good. Come to here, say here devdg, say here creating this deployment group in deployment group for dev server, and here dev server name is my VM. Okay, click on create. Now this script got generated here. Guys, see, these are the steps. If you want, you can refer these steps for yourself. Okay, But for me, it is not needed. I'm in practice. I'm doing in my projects in my company. Okay, so it's not needed for me. But of course, for you guys, initially for one time or two times, you required to refer the steps. Okay, or else refer the recordings. Okay, your choice. Fine. So what I'll do now, I'll log into the server virtual machine that what I have deployed as my VM. Okay. I will say connect RDP. Download the RDP file. Keep it. Open the file. Say connect. Okay. What I'll do now, I'll log into the server. I'll say here the password. So yes. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to establish a connection between this server and my Azure DevOps pipelines. Okay, so for that, I'll take this script, copy the script and going to paste it here in this virtual machine. Okay. Good.
ఇప్పుడు 10 గంటలకు ఉన్నాయా? అదేం లేదు నాకు మళ్ళా 2కు సరే.
Open the PowerShell here as an administrator.
250 రాండి అదే చూసాను. కూపన్ దాంట్లో కూపన్ వస్తుంది.
Okay. So what I'm doing here, basically I'm telling you that I'm establishing a connection between my Azure server and my Azure DevOps pipelines. Okay, right click and paste your complete script, hit enter. Okay, this PowerShell script is establishing a connection so that from my DevOps pipelines, when I'm doing the CD, okay, continuous delivery, whatever the application that I'm having in my repos, in my Azure repos, that will get deployed on top of this virtual machine. That is what I'm doing here in these steps, establishing a connection between the server and Azure DevOps pipelines. Okay, just wait patiently here for some time. Okay, this is our step 2. This is our step 2 that we are going here now. Okay, see, amazing. See, it is showing now pipelines is getting established in this server, means connection is been established. Okay, just keep enter here. Okay, wait till it gets completed everything. Okay, just keep on entering here one by one and then it is done now. Everything he has done. Services for VS, okay, agents, testing of the agent connections, okay, enabling some services for your user account, etc. Everything, all it has done. Everything is completed. Now next what I'll do, provision a release pipeline. Provision a release pipeline in step 3. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'll come to the release, and if you go to deployments here, guys, see, you are going to see that dev DG, and it should show you here like online green color. If you have done some mistake, guys, then it will become red. It will show you as red. If it is showing as red, simply understand that you have done something wrong. It should show green and online also. This is done, completed. Next, what I'll do here, okay, I will go and I will proceed for the next thing. What is that next step? Click on release pipeline, click on new release pipeline. Okay, so I'll just come to my Azure DevOps. I'll say here new pipeline. Okay, and I'll close this one. I'll say here add an artifact. Okay, I'll say the practice project, that is correct. Build. I'm going to choose the latest build which I have done just now, and that is this one, build number 18 I have done just now. This is what I have taken here. Okay, fine. And rest of the things I'm just keeping as is. All this I have mentioned very nicely, guys. See, click on new release pipeline, close the right side window by clicking on crosstalk, click on artifact box, add an artifact, select the build, and then fill the details below. Project name, practice project. Yes, this is for me, this is the project, practice project. Maybe for you it's something different from which you have got the permissions from Microsoft. You have to be very careful. Okay, next source build. Here I have given my MVC at the time of nodes creation. Might be it would be different for you guys. And right now for our class, it is the latest build that you have to take what we have done just now. That is what I have taken. You click on add. Done. Next, click on here, add a stage. And along with this web application, you have to deploy an IIS also. So say here IIS. And here you got an IIS website deployment and I click on apply. Fine. I'll give the name as dev. I'm giving the name as dev, then close. Then click on one job, two task. Okay. And then here see stage name dev, configuration type is IAS website. Okay. Means along with this website, I'm deploying IAS also. And website name inside this server, I'll take it as MVC 5 app. Okay. I'm giving here MVC5 app and bindings. Okay, default port number is 80. Okay, what I'll do, I'll just change this one here. Okay, I'll say here edit binding. I delete this one and I'll add a new port number. Basically, I'll just give it as 81. Any number you can give, guys. If you are trying to deploy your website on the default port number 80, then it might get failed. Okay, that's why I'm changing the port number here. This is good. Done. Now come to IAS deployment. Deployment group we have created, if you guys remember. Dev DG, right? Dev deployment group. Select this deployment group here. Okay, if you want, you can pass the tags, your choice. Okay, and then next I'm saying here timeout. So how much time you are giving for this CI/CD pipelines to get executed? You want to give 25 minutes time, you want to give 30 minutes time, you want to give 15 minutes time, whatever you want, you can give it. I am saying it 25 minutes time to get executed. And if something goes wrong, kind of, then time to cancel this job is also 25 minutes. I am giving it here. And say here allow script to access the OAuth token. Okay, fine. IIS web app manage. Say here enable IIS in the targeted server, in whichever server you are deploying it. Fine. And then rest of the things just keep it as it is. Okay, all the steps I have given, guys, here, all these steps are that only. Click on two job, two task. Okay, set the time. I'm setting the time here for 15 minutes, but in the demo I'm giving 25 minutes. You can give it 15 minutes also, it's your choice. Okay, all after all this thing is done, now click on release under pipeline, click on edit on top right, select the release pipeline which we have designed carefully. Okay, fine. So what I'll do, I'll just pass all these things here one by one, and then I'll say here save. Okay, pass the comments something like, you know, designing of the release pipeline, designing of the release pipeline. Okay, fine, it is done. Now if you click on create a release, okay, what it is asking, what it is basically trying to do here now, it is going to execute the CI/CD pipeline for you. Okay, so I'll say here release description. You can say something, anything you want. See, it is going to consider the artifact. The artifact is considering this one, the one which we have done the build just now. Okay, just now means half an hour back. Release description, give any comments here. Okay, setting up the release of this project in Azure virtual machine. Click on create. Started. Now the CD has started. See, it's going on in progress in one stage. That is one server, and that server is my VM. This one. Okay. And now if you see in this server, this is the cloud server. If you come here and if you say here IIS, are you finding? No. IIS you are not finding. Wait for some 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you will find IIS here as well as the application, web application also, which you have deployed, using your DevOps pipelines, CI/CD. Okay, fine. So we'll wait for it for some time. Okay. For Python, the steps would be different, Devendra. What would be the steps for Python? It depends upon project to project. Okay. And you need not worry. Why I am telling you is because when you are joining any project, every project is having its own approach. Every project is having its own way to do the CI/CD. They will give you the KT. They will make you understand, and then you can start working on it. Okay. It depends. It depends, guys. It depends upon project to project. Okay. We'll wait for it for some time. Okay. What I have told, the expected time. Okay. The expected time for the execution of CI/CD pipeline is 10 to 12 minutes. But still, I have given 25 minutes for on safe side. Okay, 10 to 12 minutes is max. And this 10 to 12 minutes also, guys, it depends upon project to project. Okay. If your project is very big, and that should get deployed on your VM, then it might take more than 20 to 25 minutes also. It depends upon the application size. What application you are deploying and what is its size. Okay. So see, it's still going on. Just keep refreshing the browser. It's going on. Just keep refreshing the browser. Okay, 3 minutes is done. So my expectation is it will take at least 8 to 10 minutes. 8 to 10 minutes. Let us see how much time it will take. It's going on. 4 minutes completed.
వాడు ఏ టైంకి ఇప్పుడు చేసిండు
It is refresh the browser.
మీరు వస్తారా వాడు చేస్తున్నాడు. నైట్కి లేవు, నైట్కి ఫుల్ అయిపోయింది. రేపు కదా మీరు ఎలా కూడా వచ్చాము. చెప్పండి సార్.
5 minutes completed. It will take 8 to 10 minutes, guys, as per my knowledge. Let us see. Because it is CD. CI is different, CD is different. This we are doing CD. Release pipeline means CD only. Okay. Running and building the projects is CI. CI we have done, completed, and this is CD. And this CD also we are doing for one stage, for one server. And in tomorrow's class, we are going to see much more complex demo that we are going to do in 3 servers. Today we are doing in 1 server. Okay. Okay, nice, very nice. See, it got succeeded. It not got failed. Thankfully, it not got failed. If you do the demo perfectly, it will not get failed for you. See, it is succeeded. Super. Now come to your virtual machine. Okay, open the IIS. Try to type here IIS. Now IIS should come here. Yeah, see, it deployed IIS along with the website. Along with the website, it has deployed the IIS also. Click on it. Okay, IIS is getting opened here. See, this is the name of our VM. My VM, that is what we have given. Okay, now I'll say here expand sites. See, MVC5 app. Nice, very nice, very nice. This is the app that what we have deployed. Click on this one. Okay, then here I am having an option called to view. Okay, right click and say manage websites and say here browse. It's browse, not view, browse. Okay, so the IIS is also running. Okay, and I'll say here browse. Once I click on browse, then I'm going to see a website that what we have deployed directly on the IaaS services. What is that? IaaS means Azure Virtual Machine. Okay, we'll see now. We'll wait for it. See, a live web application you are going to see of .NET MVC5 app that is being deployed on top of a virtual machine. Okay. Super. See, ASP.NET web application has been posted. See, this is our web application. Some changes I have done here called Naresh app that I have make the changes. This is my home page. This is about. Okay, website will look like this only, na guys, right? Website will look like this only, na? Correct or not? Yes or no? So this is what the live website we have deployed using Azure DevOps CI/CD pipelines. Okay, on our cloud server. So this we have done today for one server. Okay, same we are going to do tomorrow for multiple stages, means multiple servers. Learning of some more multiple stages in release pipelines. Okay, same here also. This is the theoretical information. See, today we are having one stage. That is what it is. Okay, now tomorrow we'll see dev, QA and prod. 3 stages. First stage, second stage and third stage. So your project you are going to deploy directly on 3 stages, means 3 servers in one go. In one shot, 3 servers. Now that you want one by one, or you want in parallel, or you want development and QA parallel, and after that production, all these configurations, all these settings, how to utilize this pipeline services to make you understand, I'll take up the class in tomorrow's class. Okay, I'll take this in tomorrow's class. Now these are all the theoretical information, guys. This is the complete theoretical information from here. So till now we have created a new project in Azure DevOps where we have added the code of ASP.NET MVC application and the buying, etc., etc. All this is theoretical information. Read this peacefully whenever you are having a time with a great peace of mind. Okay, now this is the designing steps. How we are designing my multi-stages release. See how it is in parallel, one by one stage after this stage. This is the designing of these stages. All the diagrams with explanation I am giving here. Okay, and this is the diagrams, explanation, and steps also involved here. See, multiple things I'm just showing it here. Okay, with all the help of a diagrams. Now, if you want the steps only, then open this one. Here you will find multi-stage release pipelines with approvals and schedules of the pipelines execution. With approvals and schedules. For CI, CD, pipeline executions. Okay. Now see, deploy 3 VMs in Azure portal with the name as dev VM, QA VM, prod VM. Then the steps we have to follow. These are all the steps, guys. Okay. So I'll just close the class for today. And tomorrow we'll see this multi-stage release pipelines. Okay. And here changes also you can do. Suppose if you want to make some changes in this application, let us take, you want to make some changes here. Okay. In the application anywhere here, then you can make the changes in the code. You can do the build again. Okay. You have to go to repo. You have to create the branch. You have to make the changes. What all we have learned in repos, all that you have to do. Then you have to do the CI. Then you have to do the CD. So first do all the labs, guys. What all the labs I'm showing here now. Do all these labs. Then I'll show you how we can go for the multi-stage release pipelines as well. Okay, fine. All good. Any questions, anyone, guys? Anything to ask for? Okay, Khaja, regarding Terraforms, okay, we are going to discuss the Docker containers, Docker images. Okay, instead of Terraforms, I'll show that one. Okay, Docker containers, Docker images, how we are deploying Docker container registries. Okay, Docker container instances and all those things. Okay, fine. Okay, all right, guys. I'll just close the class for today. Okay, we'll connect again tomorrow. We'll see the multi-stage release pipelines as well. Bye, everyone, guys. Good day. Take care.